Hey dolls, and welcome to today's lesson on stitch braiding. So today we're going to be braiding without adding hair. So I just want you guys to get the concept of braiding in a stitch without adding the feed-ins to it. So we're going to start off again with our 3 legs. Okay, which is, like I said before, is very important, and they are the foundation to a basic braid. So we're gonna start braiding. I hope you guys got some practice in from the last couple of days. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take control of the hair. As you can see here, I grabbed it, then I'm gonna use my pinky and go through. Right, so you want to make sure with your pinky finger you make a straight line, and typically when you're doing stitch braids, you want to have a long pinky nail. So some people would get their nails done, like an extension on their nails with a point, or just some type of extension so that they're able to make that straight line. So as I take control, I go through with my pinky finger and I go through up the middle, and I slide it in between my thumb and my pointer finger again. And you want to do that on each side. So on each side you want to stop, you want to make the line, then slide it in your pointer and thumb. All right, there you go. Stop, go up through the middle and slide it in. And as you're going, you want to make sure that all your stitches are the same size. You don't want one to be super small, then one to be extremely large. You kind of want to keep them around the same size. Go through a straight line, go up the middle. So where I'm doing, when I say go up the middle, that means I'm going up the middle of the section. So the whole section that I'm braiding, I want to go through up the middle of it, and I want to stick that in between my pointer and my thumb, and you want to keep braiding, and you do that on both sides. So get a straight line. You want to make sure your lines are straight so they can be seen. As you can tell, this is a mannequin head, so obviously it's not going to be, the lines are going to be easier to achieve. But if you were doing it on a client's head, you still can achieve these clear, straight lines. It would just take a little more effort and a little more attention to detail to get it right. Okay. So we're just going to keep going, and then in a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and switch to a different angle so you guys can have a up-close experience with how it looks more up close, but from afar, this is how it looks. And I'm just, making sure my braid is neat. As I'm going, I'm just like taking all the extra hair out of the way. You always want to pay attention to those little strands that might get caught in your braid. So I'm going to braid this down to the end, and I'm going to do the flip method again like I taught you guys last time. And it's extremely helpful to already know how to do this before you start adding in hair to it. Okay, so I'm just going to be quiet and let it run through until I get to the end, which I'm almost there, but it's the same concept. Just keep going. Flip on each side. You have to stop. And this concept does take a little bit longer than normal braiding. So if you schedule your clients and you're going to be doing a stitch method, just ensure that you have enough time, because this does take a longer time to achieve, because you're, slowing down and you're paying attention to make sure you get it correct. So as you can see, I just did the flip method, and I'm going in and I'm doing an under braid to finish braiding it through. So we're going to switch to a different view here so you guys could see. All right. So here we are, a little bit more up close, and just pay attention. This is a different angle. So if you didn't catch it from the first angle, you can see where my fingers were. This could be a better angle for you. As you can see, you want to make sure when you do part it out that that first part that you do is also a straight part, because it is a part of your stitch. So you also want to make sure that when you part out for your 3 legs, that part itself is straight, because that's going to be the beginning of your first stitch. All right, so here I go braiding. You want to take control. As I grabbed it with my fingers, I use my pinky and I stitch and I go up through the middle and I slide it in. Stop, go on the next side, take control, pinky, make a straight part. You want to make sure the part is straight and you slide it in. Do not move on if you do not have a straight part. You want your parts to be seen. That is the whole point of this method, is that your part is being seen and it looks clear and it looks nice and they're all in unison with each other. So that's why you want them to be around the same size so that they all look good. The closer to size they are, the clearer the part is, the better your stitch is going to look. So I do hope this video was helpful. You know, if you get some practice in, practice make perfect. So please practice, practice, practice so that you can get this concept. And next week we're going to be adding hair. So for next week's class, we're just going to be adding the feet and hair first without the stitch, and then we're going to do a video with the stitch. So we want to move up. We're going to be moving up to that part, and I hope you guys are able to move on or to transition into that next week's lesson smoothly. Here you go, and I'm almost done. I'm not even gonna finish this braid, but I just really hope you guys got the concept. And thank you for watching. I'm gonna make sure that next week's video is a little bit slower, more detailed. I might have to go back over how to separate the hair for like smaller braids like this. And then we're gonna dive right into it. So see you guys next week. Thank you for watching.